More to listen up than what you see on TV. Check out our website. You'll find blogs to comment on, questions to answer, polls to take, and clips to watch. Pay us a visit and tell us what you think. What difference can faith make in the life of a child? Write to us at listenuptv.com. Listen Up is back exploring the spirituality of children. And we're taking it for a tough test. Dr. Wiebe is taking them on a lesson of one of Christianity's holiest icons.
Now, many people think that this is Jesus, whose image has been left on the shroud. And do you have any ideas why people might think that? Yes?
Because, like, he left an imprint there.
Okay.
When he rose.
Part of his resurrection? Yes, possibly that. Any other reasons for thinking that this might be Jesus? What do you know about his very cruel death? What have you learned in either Sunday school or school? Yes.
Like maybe since he was whipped and he was bleeding, he might have made stains with the blood.
Mm-hmm. They're very good, yes. The Bible talks about Jesus having been whipped, or sometimes the word is scourged. And here we have, it's a replica of the kind of whip used in the time of Jesus. It's called a flagrum, and you can see it has a couple of pieces of leather attached to the wooden handle, and then you can see pieces of lead. Sometimes bone was used, and sometimes the bone was sharpened, and it would be applied in a flicking fashion. It would be extremely painful. So yes, all across the back, you can see evidence of this whipping. In fact, the marks start right at the ankles, and they go right up to the neck.
The irony of this professor explaining something in sound bites that has taken a lifetime for him to learn can't be missed here.
The blood is of a particular type, AB type. You've heard of blood types, eh? Yeah. So the man has an AB blood type, and although not many people have AB blood type, quite a number of Jews do. So 2% of the normal population has the AB blood type, but 18% of Jewish people.
Years of that scientific search ultimately helped him reclaim his childhood faith. And now this man of science and philosophy has no problem sharing his emotional reaction to actually seeing what he believes is the blood of Jesus on this shroud.
That gave it a holiness that's very difficult for me to describe. And I thought I was looking at something that had eternal significance and very moving. And I went to my knees in worship because of the impact of just seeing the image and especially the blood. None of the photographs that I saw prior to seeing the shroud prepared me for the amount of blood that's on it. It's virtually covered with small traces of blood. So given the significance of that in Christian theology, which I knew about, I was moved. I mean, it went from my head to my heart, I would say.
Dr. Wiebe says the physics and chemistry of the photography of the shroud proved to him it is a divine image.
I'd say that the reversal of light and dark, that's an extremely interesting aspect. And that's what makes this impossible to interpret as made by human hand. It's not made by human hand. The image is the kind of thing that we can't reproduce. All scientific technology of the 21st century is not able to produce this image. So how the image was produced remains a mystery. I mean, the shroud is unique. There isn't another object like it that has the outline of the front and back of a man.
It's kind of like Jesus CSI for these kids.
So guys, let's talk about that shroud that we saw. What did you think, Jennifer?
It was cool, like how it stayed like so clearly over all of those years.
It was really cool, and how the marks stayed on that shroud, like the face I saw really clearly. It's been like thousands of years since that happened, right?
I think it's really special because it was wrapped around the body of Jesus. He did miracles and he helped people. He healed people. And he did other stuff. So I think it's really cool. And then you actually get to see an imprint of the face of Jesus.
So what you saw at the shroud affected you?
They were giant nails on a huge cross, and he had to go through dying, and then after the 3 days, there somehow managed to be some marks from him.
These kids know something science can't prove, and something that nobody can tell them is wrong. Grace, what would your life be like if you didn't know God?
I would be really sad.
I would be worried. I would feel really alone.
I would just feel like I've been abandoned by something that would piece together my life.
When we come back, a family that takes kids on a rockin', fun-filled faith adventure. That's next.
Closed captioning provided by Duca Financial Services Credit Union. Discover more affordable banking at duca.com.
There's more to listen up than what you see on TV. Check out our website. You'll find blogs to comment on, questions to answer, polls to take, and clips to watch. Pay us a visit and tell us what you think. What difference can faith make in the life of a child? Write to us at listen